to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Heinz Field.
Block 80!
Check back, check back.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Conner, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. On first and 10 is Conner. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
230. Watch the run. 44. 55.
On third down, Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I don't believe that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just you mean because it's the opening drive? Maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Black 80. 55.
Check tight, check tight. Check tight.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Bud Dupree with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They will run for the first time here with White. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Complete, it's Johnson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Roethlisberger looking for White on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Give him 32 on the play.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try and run it with White. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll run for it. This is White. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Roethlisberger will throw. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice gain at 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Check, 55, Mike. Exit, exit. Check, 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 check. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check it, turn.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to shake him off. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Shit, shit. Shit. Check, 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 check.
First down, here's White, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain.
Black 20.
And it's 3rd down.
Hey, watch the slant. Check, crunch, crunch.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing on 2nd down. Roethlisberger nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Ready? Black 80. Take both of them.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
Double bump.
Check. Check. Check.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
That's 6, baby.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw here, Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Squirrel! 198. Watch 98. 98's the mark.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards that time for number 19.
No spacing.
Staying open. 198. Watch 98.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Final play of the half, it's Roethlisberger. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter.
Let's go, let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Steelers 20. Steelers nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
50.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And the Steeler first down.
On first down, White. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
These two.
At the 38-yard line.
55's my God.
Easy.
All day, dog. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Slam.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
Now Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Black 20. 77.
Mike 55. Hey, E. Hey, tight. Mike 55.
Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Here's White. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
It's just me and you.
They'll run on first down. It's White. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The tackle made by Devin Wood.
Opting to run again here with White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
You don't want to see me.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Hey.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hey, check right. Watch middle.
Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Here's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
It's 4th down and goal. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Boswell's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position.
And now here is another interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
White 80. 8.
55, Mike, 55. Hey,
Take both of them.
Who that? Wide. Get wide. Check.
Easy.
You got take.
On 1st down, it's White, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Check 55, Mike.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Hey,
these 2.
check 37. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. It's White, and they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's going to be a long day.
Watch that.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Like 20, 50. Bravo.
Check. 55 to Mike. Check.
No spacing.
Now watch one.
Wide second.
He'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Ready?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Good job.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger now a desperation. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Boswell good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check pass. Check pass.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 33-yard line.
Black 20.
Right there in the middle. 55. Come on, D.
And they will take a knee here.
Roethlisberger on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.